What's up guys, welcome to, I should say tonight's video instead of today's video. We are sat in a rainy car park here. I wanted to get my car vacuumed, but I don't have a loonie. Normally it's free. If you don't know what a loonie is, it is $1 or a toonie, $2. One of the main questions that I get from my Moving to Canada series from people that Instagram me or comment is what I did for work when I first got here. I know that can be very confusing, that I quit my job, which is hard for some people to grasp. I quit my job and then moved to a different country. What did I do for my finances? How did I fund that? First of all, I saved up a little bit of money before I came here. I didn't come here just expecting to have everything put on a plate and just because I'm moving to a different continent that everything would change and everything would be amazing. Second of all, my story is, if you don't know my Moving to Canada story, back in the UK for the last 8 years basically, I worked in the 9-to-5 rat race and it killed me spiritually. It broke me down as a person, and just looking forward to Friday every week, hating Mondays, driving to work, wearing that tight tie, monkey suit, shiny shoes. That I did not like at all, and it got to the point where I was hating my life and not looking forward to any day of the week. So I know I need to change it. One of the main things I preach on this channel is changing something you don't like. And if you decide that you want to stay in that role, if you want to stay comfortable, if you want to do that, if you want to stay in that realm, then you have no right to complain. If you don't change it, if you don't get off your ass and do something, it could be minor, but if you stay there, stay comfortable, you don't have a right to complain, and I didn't want that for me. Following on from why and what I do for work here, basically when I arrived in August 2016, as you know from the Moving to Canada series, if you've watched it, but if you haven't, I didn't have a clue what I was gonna do. I can't, that was kind of my whole thing. I moved out here, saved up a little bit of money, traveled around. I was staying in hotels. I didn't have a plan at all. I went to New York for a week. I went to Montreal. I went to when I met Jasmine, my wife now, I went to Ottawa, and I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. I just know that I didn't want to fall back into that meaningless, paper pushing, robotic world of working in an office. And no offense if you are one of those people that does that, but for me, that I did that and I know what it's like. Not my kind of party to live my life with. And no offense, if you can do that, good for you, but I just, no. Yeah, basically guys, what I did, my first ever job in Canada after kind of coming here, enjoying the city, venturing around, just enjoying my life and enjoying my little bit of freedom that I got after being kind of held down by the man. What I did in October 2016, I actually joined Lululemon. If you don't know what that is from Europe, it is a pretty big deal here in North America. It's an athletic yoga company that kind of preaches mindfulness, that their companies are their clothing is more mindful, is more ethical. Personally, I don't get that. It's when I first started, it's very their whole ethos is very Americanized. It's very passionate and super huggy and yogi, and yeah, I joined there thinking I have an athletic background. I'd work there, and I worked there for 18 months. I enjoyed what I did, but then surely and slowly realized that, again, Daryl, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? I've got to the point in my life where I don't want to do a job just for the sake of doing a job. I want to do a job that has purpose. I want to do a job that makes me better as a person, but mainly makes me happy. It's not all about the money, but I mean, that helps. That's why we all work. I'm sure if we didn't have to work, we wouldn't at all. But I want something that is financially good for me, but also something that gives me happiness. That's main more than anything, rather than money. So I left there after 18 months, and me and my wife Jasmine, who you've seen on the channel before, have actually started our own catering company, our healthy food prep company. If you're ever in Toronto and you want some healthy meals, healthy food, look up Nutri6, Nutri6ix meals. We are Nutri6 meals. We started that at the end of 2017. No, in the middle of 2017, we started that, and that again, that was just a decision that Jasmine was kind of lost in her career. I didn't want to work for somebody else, basically. I want to do my own thing. With my nutritional background, Jasmine has a chef background. We thought, why not bring that together and create something that we're both passionate about, which is food, which is health, which is making people better through food, making people more aware of macros and food. So we did that, and that is what we do full time. Now that sustains us throughout the year. We have pretty big contracts that we have with teams and athletic teams throughout the year and our singular clients. And honestly, guys, I've never been more happy and felt more independent in my life, and I can see it with Jasmine as well. Rather than just doing a job for the sake of doing a job, we're actually doing that, and we've had clients come back to us who have been pre-diabetes, and our meals have managed to turn them around, and they have just that kind of stuff is more than money can give me at all. When I'm changing someone's life for the good, for the better, changing someone's life that they potentially can live longer, they can do more. Someone that could have been pre-diabetes, I'm ranting on, but that kind of stuff to me is so important. It's amazing that that kind of feedback, I could never have imagined getting that 4 years ago. But that is what I do for a job. Me and Jasmine are both business owners. On the side as well, it potentially might be more at some point. I have a clothing company called Peter Charles, or as the Canadians like to call it, Peter Charles. My Canadian accent, I don't know. Peter Charles. Peter Charles. It's a clothing company, Peter Charles Clothing. Check us out on Instagram. It's something I put on the back burner because we've been so busy with our food operation, but basically it's a clothing company that I'm very passionate about. It's designed to be a hybrid of kind of Toronto and English style. It's that long kind of curved hem fashion, streetwear, I suppose. We're expanding more, and we're doing more this year hopefully, but the food thing is our main hustle. So that's what I do for my work. I don't just gallivant around. I'm not from a rich family. That's just not where I am. I have to work for my money and I have to enjoy what I do, and that's just where I am. And that's why I preach to you guys on every single video. Don't do something that you hate. Try and do something that you love. It's easy to find something that you love. It's hard to put it into the universe, to make it real. But I guarantee if you start changing what you're doing, if you start making changes, then stuff will start changing for you in the universe. That sounds so corny, but it's pretty simple, and it takes work. But if you want something, it's definitely there for you to take, and it's definitely there for you to go and get it. And if you don't, somebody else will. So that's all I can advise to you guys. But yeah, that's what I do for work. I am a business owner with my wife. Nut6 Meals Catering Company, prepping healthy meals for people, making people better. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Keep sending me questions. This channel is more, like I said, more than moving to Canada. I want to do more vlogs, more lifestyle stuff. But I am also happy to answer your questions on here and do stuff about moving to Canada. I know it's a big thing, and that's kind of why I started this channel in the first place. But yeah, that is what I do for the work, Earl, and it's more than 9 to 5. It's all the time, which is awesome. I'm gonna try and vacuum the car, maybe ask somebody to give me some change if I can change my note or something. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm ranting definitely now. I will see you in the next one, and have a good evening, night, morning, whenever you're watching this.